Yes, sir. How we going? How we doing? I tell you what, I'm doing all right. Everything is all right on my end. Happy Sunday. Happy beginning of the week. We're about to get started, about to get it cranking. Normally people start on Monday, we start on Sunday. All right. So we're gonna break this down. I'm not trying to take too much of your time, but I'm gonna break down these four pairs. I think it was the same thing as last time. I broke down these four pairs. I got GJ, EJ, Gold, and AU. These have been very interesting to me, and I briefly looked over them just right before I recorded, and I see some highly potential trades that we have coming for the week. So definitely looking forward to that. But let's get started. First pair, first pair we have is GJ. Let me get comfortable. Let me get comfortable. But yeah, first pair is GJ. First thing I noticed is that with the past week, right? Yeah, so past week we were underneath this point. So we were underneath this area of resistance, and notice how I drew my trend line right here from point A to point B. And this was just a guide or something I could have right here to indicate that price is currently in a bearish condition. So at that point, I was looking for shorts, even though I didn't short anything. I didn't get into any trades, but the mindset was to short based on what the market was presenting to me. But out of that, price did notice how price broke up and broke this trend line and came back to retest it. Price came all the way up back down here, and buyers bought it all the way back up here. So based on all that I just mentioned, price is pretty much respecting this area right here. So what I'm projecting, what I'm looking forward to as of right now, and based on the fact that price has established its area of support right here, I'm expecting continuations to the upside. Now, there's certain areas that we can target. The first area I could target is, excuse me, I mentioned this area last time, 191,960. I remember that vividly. Typically, I try to aim for around psychological area. So for this, it would be like 192 extended. I could adjust it to that. I'll look more into it later on after I finish recording, just to figure out why I put it right here. I think it was just a major area that was respected. Yeah, notice here, respected twice. F it. I'm gonna put it at 192. I'm gonna put it at 192. Put it at 192. Perfect. So coming back to where we just were, it's got to be a more efficient way of doing this, but that is the first area that I'm going to target. The second area that I'm going to be looking at for a target would be these highs. This will be optimal right there. I'll be aiming for those highs because typically when price makes a high and it creates a pullback, price will try to reach that high again and potentially break that high to create another higher low to continue to the upside. So that's really what I'm looking for based on what I'm seeing right here. We have a lot of bullish activity that I'm liking, and we'd like to see that. If I were to, all right, yo. So apologies about that. I'm having some technical difficulties, like crazy right now. But I'm gonna continue the best way as possible. So I'm going to do this through my phone since my computer doesn't have any space. So yeah, let's continue on. So like I was saying, I am very bullish on GJ as of right now. I like how Price kind of formulated this, and this is going to be difficult. So Price kind of formulated this higher low right here. So I will also utilize my fib from point. It's choppy. I will use my fib from here. This point A, point B. Let me go back to the 4 hour. Need some more details, but right. So that point A, we have the point B up here. Point C. A, B, C. Perfect. The best entry with the fib would typically be at this point right here, but I like how price is moving right now. That price is clearly giving us a bullish sign that it will continue going bullish for the future. As we also have keep using this, we also have a bounce of this trend line on the opposite end. So that's something I also like to look at. I normally use the moving averages as another guide, but I have to purchase the TradingView package to get it, so I'm not doing that right now. But yeah, that's really what I'm looking at right now. This would be a nice entry, or would have been a nice entry back at this point if we were to optimize something like that. This area of resistance now turn support and get into that. I don't know how many pips that is. Let me see. Because we could look for a pullback of some sort to get into another entry. Typically, I see that price gives us another opportunity sometimes if we miss it. Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, that's 26 pips. I would rather price give us another pullback or like a double bottom, triple bottom, actually, down to this point, so we can get a better entry point. Remember, the key is to buy low and sell high. So I'm going to wait for price to give us a pullback so we can buy low. And yeah, just hold this one all the way up. And my gosh, this junk is just beautiful. Notice also, I didn't point this out, but with the fib, basically our second TP on the fib matches perfectly with my area right here, or the recent high. So everything matches up. When things match up like this, I mean, there's nothing more you can ask for. So everything basically aligns with my bias. So I'm very strong suit, and I'm strongly towards my bias, and I believe in my bias. So I'm just gonna wait for that entry point and see how we do towards the week. Okay, I was really looking a lot at this pair over the past week. I was looking for, excuse me, what am I doing? I just use it right here. Okay, I was looking for sells as we have all these breaks of structure. It came down here as well, and I drew my fill from point A, point B to point C. I thought price would potential point C. I thought price would bounce off this trend line and bounce off this would be the 0.786 right here in this PRZ zone. I thought it would reject this and continue to the downside, but with the news, I think it was NFP, price completely broke out of all of this and created new highs, came back down here and came back up again. So yeah, definitely no sales. It's very similar to GJ. I always mention GJ and EJ are very, 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 very similar. And normally when I have a directional bias on one pair, let's say for EJ, normally the same thing applies to the other pair for GJ. So right here, we obviously see a bullish condition right here. I'm going to use this to, show my higher lows, higher highs, higher low, higher high, and right here a higher low, potential higher low, as we have an area of support that price has respected all around the zone, and also respecting these highs right here. So as of right now, same thing, same instance with GJ. We have this extreme bullish candle. I've been wanting to wait for a pullback, of course. Pullback somewhere within this zone. We do have I'm sorry, I can't get my words out right now. What is the word I'm looking for? Fair value gap, sorry. But we have this potential fair value gap right here. We can have price pull back into this area right here and get an entry based off of that. So stay tuned. Another pair, gold is, my gosh, I love gold, man. Look at all of these. I was trading demo last week. I got so many opportunities, like right here. It was a crazy week. But notice how all this week gold was bullish, straight bullish activity. And we see that again on Friday. Price, I keep pressing this, but price made this clean break of structure, breaking these highs, coming up, came back down here, and I definitely missed out on this. Price could potentially pull back down again to this point, so I'm not going to stress about it, but price came back here, pull back. That's what I love to see, a break and retest type of situation. So typically what I do, I go down to the 1 hour and see what I can fish out from here. Looking on the 30-minute, this is like the perfect entry right here. We have this nice bullish engulfing all of this activity, and price continuing to push from there. That's what I love to see, entries like that. Even better on the 15-minute to see that. So I'm also going to be waiting for a pullback of some sort to get a better entry, because I'm loving how gold is looking right now, and I think gold could potentially keep pushing to the upside as it's already been doing and make some new highs. So that's that for gold. I am looking forward to a lot of opportunities this week. So that's that. AU is the last pair I'm going to go over. Let's go into daily. Whoa. Let's go into weekly. Never mind. Let's go back to the daily. The reason why I keep switching back and forth is I try to find the best time frame that would give me the least amount of noise, basically. So a lot of these candles can be noise, just straight noise, right? In terms of they're not important candles, they're just there, and sometimes it can confuse you with so many candles being there. So sometimes you have to go to the higher time frame to give you basically less candles, but more important candles in terms of the higher time frame that would give you the story of where price will potentially go directionally. So on the daily, I see that price broke out of this trend line and it's starting to pull back here. Who knows how far this pullback could be. It did hit this point already. It hit this area of previous resistance before. Buyers took price all the way back up, and it looks like it's going to come right back down to that point. So what we could do is just track the pullback, see how far it could pull back. I see that price is trying to make this area of support right here. Let me draw this kind of area of support right here, which, I mean, we'll see if it holds, but that's something I just try to pay attention to, all the signs. You know, trading is all about an observation game. You trade what you see. So that's what I see as of right now, that potential area of support, that if price continues to respect that, could pull or continue to the upside. So yeah, we're just, right now it's a waiting game. So we're just going to wait and see how price formulates within this area. See how, if price will break this area, or will it respect it, continue to respect it, and hold this point as an area of support and push and meet these highs right here and continue forward. But AU is a very slow pair, so you really just have to give it time. But yeah, those are my projections for the week for these four pairs. UJ, I really don't favor these choppy markets, these choppy conditions where price isn't really trending, but it's more consolidating. I just don't desire trading markets like that. It's very confusing, throws me off. GJ, just not much that I really see nothing. Like, it's just not attractive. I have 4 other pairs that I'm looking forward to trading this week to be worried about this and giving me the extra headache. So I'm just not. I'm just not. So yeah. So GJ, EJ, Gold, and AU. Let's have a good week, y'all.